is Emperor Jahia Moondragon, and with me today is my pet snake Growl. We're going to be doing a review today. Now, normally on my channel, I don't review mangas because they can either be they can be too short, or there's only one, and so on and so forth. However, as you saw in today's title, the book is called Blood Bank. Now, this is a book that I found on one of my yaoi websites that I go to, and it was just so good and so moving to me that I felt that I needed to make a review on this and actually give you guys a little sneak peek on what makes this so good. Now, granted, it is all in color, which, you know, normally they don't do, and yes, it is very adult. It kind of reminds me of a movie where, obviously in this book, all the humans give up their names, they all have numbers, mostly they're all males that work in a bank, which have, as you would guess, blood tax. However, one of the bankers gets his eyes caught by one of these vampires. What makes this interesting, this vampire is kind of like of high society. Like, he's supposed to be like a nobleman. He's supposed to be very respected. But he has a very interesting side to where, even though he's a vampire, he loves to be dominated by humans. And the banker because that's what they're called bankers, and all they have are numbers. So the banker, who's called One, he decided that he's going to use this to his advantage and basically blackmail the guy, saying, well, how do you think it would be if they found out this is the kind of stuff that you're into? And I'm actually going to show you guys a brief little scene that happened, which you could tell this vampire doesn't know about personal space. I mean, the last thing you want when you're in the restroom is some guy just staring at you like, buddy, can you take it back a bit? And that's what I loved about this book. There was a lot of comedy in this book, and the art style is just beautiful. The colors are beautiful, which was very odd. It's not very long, and yes, guys, I am going to leave you the actual link in the description below. And what I want my yaoi fans to do, if you don't like gay anime and you don't support gay anime, then one, don't even go to the site, because I want my fans who support yaoi and who love yaoi to actually go to the site, read the book, and tell me how you felt. How did you feel? Because I don't want to tell you guys what happens. All I'm going to tell you is it gets crazy. It gets so crazy and so bizarre that you scratch your heads like, how did this happen? How did we get from point A to point B so quickly? So, and there's like conspiracies, and, you know, there's vampires of the West and the North, and it's very, very interesting how everything came to be. I'm sorry, that's my dog. He gets, you know, some person shuts their car door and he feels he needs to announce it to the world. But this book, it's not very long, guys. I think it only had like 42 pages to it, if I'm not mistaken. I'm actually going to check real quick. It had approximately, 46 chapters to it. And on the 46 chapters, it only has 16 pages to it. So not very long, guys. And to be honest with you, I don't think it's the end. Because the site that I go to, they get updates. They updates on how many books they get. They get updates on how many pages are to the books. So I don't know if this is the end, but I felt like this is a book we need to look at. It's interesting. It's interesting. I said I was gonna put this review up on Thursday, because I didn't know how much longer the book was going to be. I mean, I knew I only had like 2 or 3 pages, but I didn't know if there was going to be more. I was kind of hoping, but there wasn't. So that was that issue. The other issue was that I kind of wanted to, I wanted to wait because I had a friend that wanted to do this with me, but I said it would not make sense because you didn't really read the book, so you can't really talk about something that you haven't read, you know? So there was that. And I didn't know if I was going to be super duper tired because I just got off. I got off work at 11 o'clock, and I was like, well, I want to get something to eat because I want to be all set in case, you know, I'm reading the rest of the night and then I have to go to bed. I read this book last night almost until like 4 o'clock in the morning. That is how in depth I got into it. I got so deep into this book that my head started to hurt because I was trying to figure everything out. And to most of my fans who don't know, I have dyslexia, so it takes me longer to read a book. And the names that they are using, and that one has a certain power, and if he uses this power it can immobilize another vampire or whatnot. So it was very interesting to see all this, but at the same time in my mind I'm going, what is really going on here? There's a lot. They made a movie on this where they were trying to do the idea of vampires feeding off humans and just using humans as breeding farms. But the way they did it in this book was very interesting because I noticed something in this book. And if any of you spot this too, or you guys just think I'm crazy, you know, call me out on it. But I noticed something in this book, especially with us humans. There's a lot of males. There's not a lot of females. They don't show, the only females they show are vampires. They'll show male and female vampires. Occasionally, they show teenagers, but they refer to teenagers as art. If any of you have watched Interview with the Vampire, you guys would remember that scene where Louis went to Armand's place and Armand offered him a very beautiful boy to feed off of. Well, in this book, that's what the arts are, or they're called artworks, but they're more than that. They're like, they can do whatever they want with these kids. And so it's very interesting. I think you guys will like it. You guys know that if I find something good, I'm going to let you guys know about it. I haven't been able to do any new animes. I was going to have a friend come over and we were going to watch an anime and possibly do a review on it, and cuz he's on YouTube too. So, we were possibly going to do that. But I've got some stuff going on that day, and hopefully if he can make it, we can do it. But let's get back to Blood Bank real quick. I would really hope they do more with this book because I would really like to see more between our two characters. Because there was a lot of drama going on, and there's a bit of confusion between past and present. And he's finding out about himself that he had forgotten about himself, and so many other things that was just crazy. In my opinion, there were some things that were just so crazy and so out there that it took me a while to click in. Like I said, I only have one picture of one scene that I'm going to show you guys because I do not want to ruin the book. Feel free, after you've read this book, feel free to leave me comments on what you thought of it and how you felt about whatever character it was, whether it was a good character or a bad character. Anything's optional. All right, guys. Well, this has been a fun little review. This is Emperor Jahiam Moondragon, and as always, I will see you in the next anime. Bye-bye!